Buongiorno, good morning everyone. So we had a great start last night. We're in this absolutely beautiful space, the Triennale, which is hosting the Inequalities exhibition, which has been a source of inspiration for us. I mean, 2025, I think will go down in history as a catalytic year of unprecedented challenges, but everything seems to be the core of it seems to be anchored around inequalities. We talked about, and we will talk about, climate crisis, the geopolitical shifts, that's how that's impacting the world order, war and conflict in Africa, Gaza, Ukraine, and other parts of the world. As one of the curators in this exhibition had in their descriptions, ultimately, inequalities is the disease. We were very happy to collaborate with Triennale and the municipality of Milano, because before Triennale there was the Milano Art Week about a month ago, and we were present at that. Kim actually moderated a couple of panels there. The theme there was among friends. So we've gone from among friends to inequalities. So what we've tried to do with this year's program is to bridge those, and overcoming together is our theme for this year, which basically means that if we come together as a community, if we get inspired from the arts and culture and humanities, and we heard a little bit about that last night from Norman Foster and Sheikha Mayassa, if we do that, then we stand a better chance to deal with these problems. But I'm going to turn over to Kim because she's, well, our editorial director. I'm going to start calling you artistic director because as far as I'm concerned, this year's program is indeed a work of art, to run us through the program a little bit.
Sure. Good morning, everyone. Oh, thank you. Thanks, everybody. So I was very lucky to start working with both the Triennale people and also with the Milano Art Week teams over a year ago. And the themes for both this exhibition here in this gorgeous building and Me Art were already laid out, and they were wonderful inspiration for the program. It helped me develop some topics I was already working on around inequality and collaboration, as Achilles just said. And it also sparked some new ways of thinking about considering complex issues. One of those was exploring how the most talented designers can take really complicated data and translate it into a visual language we can all understand. And you'll see an amazing example of that downstairs in this building in Federica Fragapane's beautiful exhibition with the sculpture you see at the entrance, and you'll get to hear from her later. But there are also other inspirations for the program, like the session we'll hear next. This started with a conversation with the amazing Martine d'Anglejean-Châtillon on a rooftop in Seoul. We were chatting together and we were marveling about all the different elements that need to come together in an artist's complex vision, all the different collaborators that he or she needs to bring together to make a vision come to life. And then a few months later, she tapped into her incredible network and she convinced Jakob Kunstinsen, who is here with us today, to come to talk to us and bring two of his collaborators who are star creators in their own right, Akyung Lee and Melanie Challenger. So we'll hear from them next. But I'm going to give you a little preview of what else we have going on today. We'll hear about bringing a work to life from a totally different perspective, that of a curator who commissions and works alongside artists as a crucial part of the ecosystem. Unfortunately, I have a kind of a sad announcement. Michelangelo Pistoletto cannot be with us today. He is 91 or 92 years old, and he was totally excited and planning on making the trip, but his health, unfortunately, just does not permit him to be with us. But we will pay him homage through the moderator, Yorgos, who is going to moderate that session, so he'll be talking about him. And then we'll have two parallel sessions. You'll tell us more about those later. Berkura Biennale, and then as well as coping with trauma through art. And then the afternoon will be focused on climate and technology, starting with a talk by the artist and filmmaker Michael Nash, who's sitting here with us. He'll tell us about his latest project, Putting a Face to Climate Change, which he's been developing over many years, but you'll see the latest iteration of that today. We'll hear of some of the most brilliant artists and experts who are working with technology to help us envision what's at stake when biodiversity is lost. And finally, we'll round out the afternoon with David Sally in an exclusive conversation with Roz Silkus about his latest projects using AI as a co-creator. And of course, not forgetting tonight, we're going to dream about the future of institutions, and then also our first ever Creativity for Social Change Award with the Moleskine Foundation. That's a little preview of today.
Indeed. And, we did mention yesterday that because of our 10-year anniversary, which we're very, very excited about, we do have a couple of surprises. I mean, the Creativity for Social Change Award is a very meaningful and we hope impactful initiative that we're starting with the Moleskine Foundation. They have a wonderful program called Creative Pioneers. So this is all about recognizing emerging artists and creative talent, especially from the Global South, because we do need to mentor emerging artists and creative talent from the Global South in particular. So that's a legacy that we hope Art for Tomorrow leaves after the completion of its first decade. But being the 10-year anniversary, there is a couple of other surprises. One of them I'm holding in my hands here. So if you don't have your tote bag, I suggest you take one, because Jeff Koons has actually designed a wonderful image for us that has been printed on this very limited edition Moleskine notebook. There's only 250 of them. So our delegates are the lucky recipients of this, and it's a way of saying thank you for your support over the last 10 years. I'm going to go, well, the other surprise, it's this evening, Philippe Stark. He's not here in person, but he'll have something
and he was
for
there
us.
last year.
Yes, and he was there last year. But going back to the Creativity Award, we can't tell you who the winner is. This will be revealed tonight. But what we can say is that we have the artist, Stefanos Zovazoglou here, who has designed 4 statuettes, one of which the winner will receive. So if you guys want to find out the story of how we came up with the winning statuette, Stefanos is the person to talk to. And he's also the designer of the statuette for our Kofi Annan Next Gen Democracy Prize that we do every October in our other conference, the Athens Democracy Forum. We are the Democracy and Culture Foundation. So the main projects that we do are the 2 conferences, Art for Tomorrow and Athens Democracy Forum, and it's all about finding that nexus of democracy and culture. So the other thing I should do, obviously thank our sponsors who make it all possible. And Qatar Museums has been our founding partner, along with Qatar Creates, our headline supporter. And then we have the Uzbekistan Arts and Culture Development Foundation, who will be hosting a lunch on the launch of the Bukhara Biennale. Dream and Dad, that's, as I mentioned yesterday, that's another very exciting thing, because we will be the first ever people to have a virtual tour of Phoenix Museum, the new migration museum that's opening in 2 days in Rotterdam. So Wim Pigbes will give us a virtual tour of that. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Massimo Di Carlo, a wonderful gallery. Some of you, if you haven't registered, please register for one of the 3 tours this afternoon. So we'll be going to visit his gallery. Prix Pictet and Audrema Piguet, Cartier, Ruina. We can have a little bit of champagne throughout the day, I hope.
Even
We
at
won't keep
lunchtime.
it for tonight. It's a celebratory conference, so let's have it during lunch as well and coffee breaks, and maybe you can even bring it in here. I don't know. That's all I have to say. I don't know if I have forgotten anything.
Just a little preview of tomorrow too, because
yes.
we have a full day tomorrow as well. The Phoenix Museum tour, as we mentioned. There's also a panel on creative economies. We'll be talking about politics and the art market. We'll have one-on-one interviews, conversations with Anthony Gormley, Shirin Nashat, Jeff Koons tomorrow evening. So keep coming back. You won't be disappointed.